Now welcome to Dublin. Now I'm here for about just over 24 hours and I'm here to see and show you some of the things that make Dublin known and recognised as one of the most beautiful places to visit around the world. So let's go and check out some of the things and see what we can see a bit of the culture, see a bit of the vibe, and see what Dublin has to offer us for the next 24 hours. Right, firstly, let's get the Dublin Express, a nice little short 15-minute journey into the city centre. I suppose let's go and get that and get a move on. Right, that was quite a pleasant ride from the airport, and we are now in Dublin city centre. Must say, looks quite nice and peaceful, quite surreal. Obviously you see a lot of the companies that try to hide their taxes just lined up along the river. We won't call no names. Now some of you might remember my Tenerife St. Patrick's Day adventure with what I like to call the Irish family. As you know, the Irish folk, they are some very friendly, very friendly people. One of the most friendly people around the world. And I think when you visit Dublin, you'll definitely sort of see that. And I'm sure over the next 24 or so hours, we'll get to experience a lot of that friendliness and that warmth. I suppose with that sign behind me, you can tell this is going to be number one out of many reasons as to why you should visit Dublin in 2025. Let's go and take a boat tour. Let's go and have a watery experience of Dublin. Let's go. Right, as we embark. Well, as long as it's not a body.
Now, sun's out, which means you can see the Customs House in all its glory. This building, folks, was built at the end of the 18th century. Oh, that is Liberty Hall. The building that governors would most like to see disappear from the city skyline. Anybody on board from Britain or Ireland, please don't laugh when I explain to you that this is today a listed building. A listed building means a building that has to be preserved for its architectural significance. On your left, as you can see, the boat is called the Jeannie Johnston. Jeannie Johnston is what we call a famine ship.
Well, that was a very entertaining and informative tour. Definitely advisable not to miss that one. You do learn quite a bit about the Irish culture, history of Dublin and so on. Quite fascinating stuff. Now I won't give it all away, but yeah, even I myself let one or two things that I never knew before. It's now about 1:15 in the afternoon, and I think we ought to try and find another reason why you should visit Dublin in 2025. Now I did see some bikes docked up here, so I may just get a bicycle and have a little ride around. I don't think I've ridden a bike in the longest time. Do you know what? This is actually quite relaxing. It's probably the most calories Fat Boy here has burnt in the longest time. This is amazing, Dublin. Do you know what? Well, I don't live in the city anymore, central London. I don't go on them bikes, and I don't cycle to and from work anymore. So of course, I don't really get to ride a bike like a kid anymore. This is taking me back. This is lovely. This is amazing. I'm about to take you to another reason I recommend you to come to Dublin in 2025. And my second reason for telling you to come to Dublin in 2025 is the Guinness Storehouse. You must experience this. Let's go and check it out. Now this bad boy here entitles me to a free Guinness. I've also got Stouty. You're going to see what Stouty is. You give me a moment and you'll see what a Stouty is. It's quite an incredible water feature the way they've designed that. That was quite nice.
We roast at exactly 232 degrees. Any higher, the barley catches fire. Any lower, the beer won't develop its unique character. persecuting the scientists and brokers.
Well, that's one interesting fact. Barley grains found in Tutankhamun's tomb in Egypt in the 1920s were brought here for research. Bloody hell. Don't know if those barley leaves were in any way, shape or form healthy, mate.
Tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk, follow, tick. Ahab says, I don't care who you are, here's to your dream. Here's to waiting.
We are the sappers. With every grace and every coffin, we say, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
I did say give me a minute and I'll show you what a stout is. Let's go and show you what a stout is. So yeah, I basically get a selfie on my Guinness. Ooh la la.
Can you go over the pint, guys?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Look at that, nice picture.
Lovely, thank you very much. Now that handsome fella that you see on there, that's what you call a stoutie. Just want to stare at it. It just looks beautiful. I don't want to ruin it. I wish I could frame it and just take it home like that, you know what I mean? Well, let's have it. Oh, sensational. On the 5th floor you've just got food and that. You've got a Gravity bar or Gravity restaurant upstairs, so yeah, let's head up to the Gravity bar, then we might come back down and have some food or something like that. Yeah. On to number 2. 2 pints of Guinness down, but we're just going to try one of their burgers. Soak up some of that Guinness whilst I have a foreign extra Guinness. Sensible. Outside of McDonald's or Burger King or KFC and all that, that's the quickest burger I've ever had arrive. Oh yeah. It hits. But that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Tempting to have a second, but no, I'm going to behave myself. Don't really fancy any souvenirs right now, but I thought this was hilarious. Native denim jeans was €140, now 90. And on that note, that was a storehouse. Right, we move on. Getting a bit chilly, so got to cover up the old bald head as we get on this hop on, hop off.
Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger.
It's not often you get to
take me out at dawn,
serenaded by your
with all my love, I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger.
But in Dublin you do.
There won't be time.
Thank you, our dear Mary.
Share our love, for we must say goodbye. Children of my own, they ask their mother, what will we be? Will we be handsome? Will we be rich? I tell them tenderly.
And where exactly is this fella? I assume he's somewhere in the world. I can see a flag at the top there, but don't ask me the geography. Now, when you do visit Dublin in 2025 or any other year, you cannot come to Dublin and not visit this place, right? This is where you have to learn about what makes Irish culture so popular around the world. What made the Irish spread across the world? What led to it? All the things like that. This is a great place to come just to learn a little bit extra and a little bit deeper about the Irish culture. So on your visit to Dublin, you've got to make sure you get yourself in this museum, the Epic Museum, right? also known as the Irish Emigration Museum. You must get yourself in here because it's definitely one of the experiences you must have on your visit to Dublin, right? Absolutely must have. So let me take you inside just to give you a little, let's call it a little whiff, you know, of the experience here.
200,000 people died in the Irish workhouses in 1848, the year I left.
For our country, I believe it's the right thing to do.
Meet the necessities of our time. We can do so only with American leadership. So it is.
Now that was a time well had. I think it's a great place to visit if you really want to get deep into knowing a bit more and understanding a bit more about Ireland, the Irish culture, the Irish people, the Irish vibe. I would say give yourself a good 2 hours to get through. They advise 90 minutes, but if you're someone that doesn't just like to whiz through, you like to take a moment and absorb all the information, I'd say give yourself definitely a good 2 hours. Right, let's continue. Now, another thing you need to try when you come to Dublin in 2025, or whenever you come to Dublin, as long as you make sure you come to Dublin, right? Sorry, they were saying hello to me there. Now, there are many of these throughout Dublin that you can go for, but today we're going to go into the Merchant's Arch, and you're going to see what I'm telling you. You need to come and see, view, partake in something or one of these things on your visit to Dublin in 2025. Let's go inside and check it out, and you'll see what I mean.
Right, 2, 3, and left, 2, 3. Right, 2, 3, and left, 2, 3. Right, 2, 3, and left, 2, 3. Well done. Brilliant. 7 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and turn to the left. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Woo, brilliant. Well done. 7, go. Tap, 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 tap. Turn and. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. One more time. Tap, tap. Turn to the middle. In 2, 3, and. Well done.
With all my love, I'm next to somebody. Ring upon your finger. Won't be tiny.
daddy's boy. So when I sing, what's your ring-a-ma-doo-a-ma-da, you want 4 claps there? And again, all together. What's your ring-a-ma-doo-a-ma-da? What for me daddy-o? What for me daddy-o? There's whiskey in the jar. I want it again, okay? Ring-a-ma-doo-a-ma-da. What for me daddy-o? What for me daddy-o? There's whiskey in the jar.
Now that was a ton of fun for 2 hours of your afternoon, and I highly recommend that. Excuse my 2 left feet, but I highly recommend that. A ton of fun, great bit of enjoyment, enjoying some Irish tunes, and also being able to attempt, let's just say attempt, the Irish dance. So definitely, when you come into Dublin for 2025, make sure you do one of these activities, whether it's at the Merchant's Arch or one of the other ones, because you've got a fair few that you can try out. Different dance parties, they offer different sort of things, but definitely get yourself to one of them. Make sure it's one of your activities that you do when you get to Dublin. Thoroughly enjoyed, mega fun, amazing time. Now as the evening sets in and I start thinking about heading to the airport and what I'm going to eat for my dinner, you might wonder, what's the final reason in this video that I suggest that you visit Dublin in 2025 or whenever you get the time? And my answer to that is very simple. It's Ireland. It's Dublin. Just look at it.